don't say we're living in the future, but to tell you the truth, we really living in the past. Let's get it. Yeah, hey, this is boy Papa Duck. Y'all already know my nigga. Shipe on the beat. Y'all already motherfucking know what it is. Hey, flex, stop bullshit. Hey, man, it's your boy Papa Duck, man. Listen, real carefully. Y'all do know knowledge is the key, right? Knowledge is the key, man. If you don't know, then you can't make the proper decision on something. That's why I say ignorance is the most expensive thing in the world. Why? Because you're going to pay for it mentally, physically, and sometimes emotionally. That just means you don't know about a situation. And this is exactly how you can control people. You keep them in ignorance, man. A lot of people be saying, oh, we're going into the future. No, we're really living in the past. We're really living in the past. And just because you don't know that, that doesn't mean that's not true. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you a perfect example. You ever been with somebody and when you start singing a song, they finish the song? Or somebody be like, you say something and they be like, dang, I was just thinking about that. That's when you connected with somebody telepathically. You get what I'm saying? Now, this is where the root word telephone come from. But when you're using the telephone, at first we was connected through wires, now we're connected through frequencies. You get what I'm saying? So we was able to communicate with people just off thought, perception. When you in line and in tune with people, especially with people you in love with, you can communicate with them telepathically. And we've lost that type of communication due to the fact of how we living, where we eating. And like I be telling y'all, man, they know this stuff. The government know this stuff about us. They know this stuff, but they keep us in darkness. But think about it. That's where the word telephone come from. Telepathically. I mean, put it together. Once you start breaking it down, it all makes sense. That's why I tell people, when you're dealing with scientists, a lot of them are atheists. Why? Because they know. You can't fool no scientists, man. When these folks been studying our biology, they studying, different things of what's going on in the world. You can't just tell them no anything. Like, come on. So at the end of the day, I tell people all the time, ignorance. Educate yourself on as much things as you possibly can, because when you don't know something, you're gonna get taken advantage of. That's just facts. It's just common sense. And like I be telling people, if the government pushing an agenda, watch out for it, because they only pushing it with their own agenda behind it. People be talking about the Black Lives Matter, this and that. That's cool, but do y'all know Black Lives Matter is funded by George Soros, which is a billionaire. Now, when you ever known a billionaire to donate or fund any type of black movement, unless it's something in it for them? Now that rabbit hole goes real deep. Look at the people that own the word Black Lives Matter. A lot of this stuff revolves around money, control, and also social engineering. Now, I'm not bashing the Black Lives Matter at all. Y'all know I'm for us, but I'm just saying for the fuckery. And I know a lot of things I say go over a lot of black folks' head. But just knowing your heart, dog, if I say something to you, look more into it. We don't have to agree. But again, if you're ignorant to the fact of what's going on, then you can't make an assumption on whether I'm telling the truth or not, because you are in ignorance. Now, like I always say, the word ignorance sounds harsh, but it only means you don't know. Look it up. That's all it means. So I'm not saying nobody's ignorant, dumb, stupid, or none of that. But what I am saying is educate yourself on certain things. Look up the word Black Lives Matter. See the people who's behind it. And sometimes the people who they put in the forefront, like they do presidents, puppets, and all this other stuff, don't really be the people who's behind it. But like I said, George Soros, he's a billionaire. He's the one who's funding the Black Lives Matter movement. Like I tell y'all, follow the money. You gonna see how far the rabbit hole goes. Just follow the money. That's all you got to do. It's all about money control. Now, back to what I said, social engineering. Social engineering, the Facebook, Instagram, the Snapchat, all these different social media platforms, these people study us. And I'm gonna tell y'all another thing too. They don't have to ask you for your thumbprint because y'all voluntarily give it up. They don't have to ask you for face recognition because y'all voluntarily give it up. all these Snapchat filters and all this, you know, the filter going around turning people and making them look old. They do stuff like this. All this data is recorded. Oh my God, the rabbit hole goes deep. Social engineering is a way for the government to study us. They know what we like, what we don't like. Like, Amazon didn't hit $1 trillion in sales because they smart. They cheating. I told y'all, Amazon know when you pregnant before you know you pregnant. Why? Because of the algorithm, because of the analytics. People like you, your age, your gender, and the things that you're searching on the net is related to things that pregnant people are searching, so they cross-reference it. And they say, you're around the same age range, you're the same race, or may not be the same race, but you're doing similar things to those who are pregnant or were pregnant. This is how they figure out what to put in front of you to sell. Put it together. They know what to put in front of you to sell. Like y'all might, hell, sometimes you could have a conversation online about something and it start popping up. Come on, man. This is the world we live in, man. Ain't nothing. We so far from organic to, I don't think people understand what's real and what's fake. Our realities are so twisted. We don't know what's real and what's fake. And if you think about it, real is only what you believe in. If you believe it to be real, then it's real. So who can tell you what's real and what's not? They know this. Also, constantly putting something in front of you consistently is another form of control. Because if you tell a lie long enough, it becomes the truth. It becomes your reality. That's why I say you can't get caught up in what's fake and what's real. That's why you got common sense. But again, this whole thing we're living in, this is we living in a simulation. If you seen the game Sims, SIMMS, where you create your own reality, basically. You create your family, you create your own house, your own city. Simulation. That's all they did. They created a fake world. We're so far from organicness. By nature, a man should protect a woman. Do you know how far we are from that? By nature. When I say by nature, I mean by like, you don't understand how that affects us. Now, women are more masculine than men, but that's by design. A lot of us been Willie lynched. Facts. And like I tell people, hey, don't fight the messenger. I'm just telling you what it is. You know what I'm saying? But again, social engineering is some real y'all need to really study and look up. Social engineering, it has a lot to do with everything you see every day. It governs, it damn near governs a lot of people's lives. Social engineering. This is something that's been coming for the longest. Like, you got to understand how things are today. And dealing with social media, AI, and all this other stuff that's coming, we in trouble. We are in trouble. We're in trouble, folks. So what I would say is, I suggest that y'all find a business that you run and you own. Something that you could control. Get what I'm saying? Don't get swept under the rug like a lot of people about to. A lot of people about to get swept under the rug. When AI hit, y'all hear me talk about this all the time. But anyway, I just want to drop that on y'all, man. And if y'all want to do research on it, man, look up social engineering, man. Look up telepathically how we used to communicate with each other, just our thought. Just our thought. No matter where you were in the world, we was connected. But we done got away from that. These people know this, man. The government know this stuff. That's why they keep us so distracted. All day, we distracted. Oh, Jordan's finna drop. Oh, this TV show on. They keep you distracted. Because if you had enough time to sit down, you'll figure it out. By nature, it'll come to you. By nature. But anyway, man, I got some business to handle. Finna jump on this Zoom call. You get what I'm saying? And for all y'all that been showing me love, y'all know I love y'all, man. Ain't nothing changed, man. Y'all already know. I got some new things coming. And I'm going to drop that on y'all. We finna get back to it and do it. I just had to chill, did some family stuff and all that good stuff, you feel what I'm saying? But I'm back at it. And y'all already know, it's all love, baby. Everybody I try to reach back out to on my emails and, you know, come on, it hectic. But I love a lot of the stuff that y'all write and send me. And y'all know, man, it's all respect on this end. You feel me? Podcast dropping, the first podcast dropping. And y'all ain't gonna be ready for that topic, though. Yes, we talking about religion. We going in. We finna do it. But like I say, I'm gonna leave y'all with this before I get off of here about this podcast. And like I said, we speaking on religion. I got somebody that's gonna be there. He's an activist, deep into religion. And we're just gonna break down some things and talk about some things. That's all. Just some things that I feel we need to talk about, put out there. That's it. Yes, I believe in the Most High. I do. But we're gonna speak on them things, man. And respectfully, man, we men and women, respectfully, we're gonna speak on it and get to it on this podcast. But anyway, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Just remember this. Just remember this. If you believe in something that you never saw, and there's no evidence that it ever existed, that is a form of mental illness in psychology. Meaning, if I told y'all I got a leprechaun in the bathroom, you never saw it, you read about it, but you never saw it, there's no proof that it ever existed, but you believe in it to the point where you will put your life on the line for it, that is a form of mental illness. Think about it. Yeah, hey, this is boy Papa Duck, y'all already know my nigga. Shape on the beat, y'all already motherfucking know what it is. Hey, flex.